Haven't done this in a while. So many settings to sort out. Damn. Okay. Good to go. I have a lot to do. I guess the days has changed, but I'll do that later. We gotta get through the events and the story. So there's gonna be a maintenance in like 6 hours. So hoping to get as much as I can done until then. Yeah. No need to bother with these for now. This event is ending in 2 days and I have not explored the metaverse in the slightest. So I guess it's time to just start exploring the metaverse. Just the rest that I need to do. Okay, that's also in the metaverse and in the palace. Today's gonna be full of exploring them. I have not explored in so long. Is my progress too bad? I hope it's not too bad. There is a lot to get to. Oh yeah, that thing you gotta cross. I haven't even fixed my team. What am I doing? I got Vtube now, and we don't need to use both a healer and a shielder. It's like gonna be a really messy team, but I think this will be fine. The ability is great, so keep him, and I guess I want him use him if I have debilitate, so some random other ones. Okay. Should be good. Let's just... I really wonder how long exploration is gonna take. Think I'll be able to do it all before maintenance? Probably not. Probably not. We're speedrunning things here though. Because who needs to play while the game is available when you can do everything right before it ends? I am the final boss of procrastination. I just hope the audio is fine, because I did not test anything. Just based on old settings, it should be okay. Ba-dum-bum. Ba-dum. Dun-dun-dun-dun. I'm kinda bothered by whether my Vtube is good enough. Cause 80 isn't a great rating, but she should be alright. Okay, I won't bother for it with it for now. If it becomes an issue, we'll fix it when we get to it. I feel like having Mesa on my team just instantly gives me like 10 times the aura I had initially. Like, he's just cool. He's like solo leveling, but in Persona. I wonder if the creators did that on purpose. Since I'm just gonna be chilling, this stream is gonna be filled with me just singing along and ruining the songs. I hope that's fine. Maybe I should keep note of how many meta jewels I have, since it's right when I start. Oh, wrong button. So I'm at 15k. Let's note down 15k. I'm curious to see how many I get by maxing out the exploration. Or like getting close. Hi RTL! It's been a while, how have you been? Ah, the map is gonna be huge, isn't it? Oh, you had your exams! How did that go? If you think you did well, then let's hope for the best. Do you feel like you studied enough? I remember when I had exams, either I was fully confident or I was just winging it. It's your first year, right? So it shouldn't be too hard. But that depends. Nothing else left here. Oh no, not the fans again. Destroy it? Oh, you can just do that? Okay. Oh, second year. Sorry, my bad. Glad it wasn't too hard though. How do your semesters, like, do they end before Christmas? Like, does your semester end before Christmas? Yeah, I did pull for her. She's not fully built because I haven't been getting the best revelation cards. They're kind of whatever, but you know, I'm using her. Just doing great, even with like a rating of 80. Hopefully, I can raise that though. After Futaba, we are saving, so I know Haru is coming out now, but I will not be pulling for a while. Did you pull for her? Or rather, did you get her? Which unit am I looking forward to? Honestly, I'm kind of at a stage where I've accepted that I have enough meta jewels to pull for who I want, if I want anyone, but I don't know who my next unit is going to be. I've been considering it and it's kind of like, okay, you know, I got characters I want. I got Futaba, who is in the meta, and I'm not fond of pulling for every single character, and I'm not sure I'll go for. You know, like, Makoto is still a long way off. And before him, it's gonna be random from my side. Not entirely, but you know. But yeah, I assume you got Futaba. Are you going to be pulling for any new characters now? Like Haru or I don't know. There will be a bounce coming out, but they're coming out so slowly. I'm kind of just waiting for the standard banner to have the new characters, because I have like 300 golden tickets and they're just staying there. Nice, you got Futaba, now Kasumi will win best. I hear that. Oh, I might go for Kasumi myself actually, now that you mention it. Rather, I do want her. I'm just not sure if I like... I haven't checked out her playstyle. Gonna have to do that though. The next queen! Say less! Okay, that's reason enough to pull for her. So, yeah, I guess I will be pulling for Kasumi next as well. But good luck. You probably have like a lot of meta jewels saved up, since you're not pulling for a lot of characters, huh? Or are you like going for their weapons and everything? The only person I got the weapon for is the Aura farmer himself. Mesa. Yeah, see, like, he's just an Aura farmer. There's nothing else to say for him. You guys want the Tava? Oh, that's amazing. That's really useful. And building pity on weapon banner. Well, the weapon banner doesn't have a guarantee, so it's kind of harder. I kind of prefer it that way though, because it kind of feels like overkill to add the 110 on the weapon banner. But yeah, good luck. I might go for Kasumi and her weapon myself if I see that I want her. We'll see. What is her element? I kinda need someone with elements that I don't have already, because for example, I have no one with psychokinesis and stuff like that. Oh, she's a blast character. Blast isn't too bad, to be fair. Guess we'll have to see. Damn, this fight dragged on. Is that because of my characters, or should I have just done it manually? They all have no SP. Oh, Kasumi works well with Cord. That is terrible news for me, because I did not get Cord. But that makes sense. Okay. To be fair, there's so many characters that work well with Cord. You have Cord, right? This is such a lifesaver, and I'm doomed. I'm doomed. That's all I can say. I might just have to go for characters that help my teams out, because I don't have good support in the slightest. If you take away Vtube. They've run out of SP, what is going on? 62 accents. What was the purpose of this? Victory is achieved if is huh? Okay. The way they make these bosses work, give me a second to process this. Shadows will appear. So we need to have him healed? Uh-huh. Cannot play on auto with these bosses. What do I even have here? Okay, that was kind of excessive to do right now, but let's try again with the actual tactic this time. I forgot I have to read the descriptions. So we're meant to leave this one to heal that other guy. Yeah, she's the healer and... Okay, I got it. The guitar person. So we just stay on standby here? Yeah, okay. simple enough. I just forgot I had to read. I forgot I had to read the tactics. No worries though. Can't they like buff their healing somehow though? Kinda takes a while. Oh, having Mesa is not good. He just adds bleed. That's pretty annoying. Let's discard. And hopes he doesn't die from the bleed. So, okay. So he healed him first at least. Can Luful just use his own healing for the enemy? At this rate, it's gonna be faster. You've been watching Stranger Things, how's that going? I have been holding back because I heard good things about it, but not about the latest seasons. But it must be really good, like, where are you on the show? And what is it like? Because I am curious, I just haven't gone out of my way to check it out. Oh! So, wait, how many seasons are in total? The end of season 4 seems like you're pretty far in. Five seasons? Yeah. I thought it was like either 4 or 5. Well, since you're at the end of the 4th, I assume you like it? How is it? I haven't been watching any seasons. Any, like, series in general. But I have been reading manga. I was actually rereading Tokyo Ghoul. It was about time I started rereading it, and I finished it today actually, like the first one. So, you know, there's Tokyo Ghoul and then there's Tokyo Ghoul Ari. I have not started Ari yet, but it felt nostalgic, and honestly, I feel like I enjoyed it 10 times more than I did the first time I read it, because for starters, I was reading it through like a really bad translation and I had to make out a lot of things myself. But this time I went for the official translation, which has like the greatest grammar and everything, so I didn't have to overthink what I was looking at. So it made the experience better. But that's like the smallest thing. There were a lot of details that you just don't recognize in the beginning. Not as much as like, say you were watching Attack on Titan. Yeah, back then you had to like just kind of wing it with like the fan translations that are not accurate, or like have terrible grammar. They might not be using verbs or something. But you just had to read it because you had to know what happens. So yeah, that's all you had back then. But yeah, the manga itself, Obviously, it's not as well thought out as stuff like Attack on Titan, but it still has things that you wouldn't notice if it's your first time reading. I did not mean to do that. And, you know, because it has a lot of information, it gives you a lot of characters to deal with. It's genuinely just a lot of information for a first time reading. And besides that, it's amazing. Like, it's great. Tokyo Ghoul is actually, now that I've actually reread it and can confirm, definitely my favorite. But it has just some really nice moments, and I don't know, the anime definitely didn't do justice for the manga and how characters get portrayed. Like, you just do not see all of the characters in the anime as well put as in the manga. Like, you get a way better look at their personalities and what they've been through and how they act. Like, all of them, all sides. And the story is what it is, you know? Same thing here. I'm gonna remove him because he kills the healers. Yeah, like, even knowing what was going to happen, it's not the type of manga that gives you a lot of plot twists, but you just like the story anyway because of the way it progresses. It's just good writing, even when it's not predictable. My favorite character is Kaneki. Like, I don't know, if somebody says somebody else other than Kaneki, not that they can't, but he's a really good main character. I wouldn't say he's like #1 for Tokyo Ghoul itself. Maybe because in Tokyo Ghoul RE he definitely shines more and he becomes more likable. But he's definitely my favorite just from the first one. Other than that, I really like, well, Toka used to be my favorite in the past, but you don't get to see as much of her as you would hope because it's not centered around her. Her role is kind of different. Wait, why am I guarding now? And where are the healers? What happened to the healers? Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, in the past I used to really like Toka, but she's not as well developed as other characters. Like, even the whole CGI, it gets more spotlight than her, which was really sad. Oh, cannot specify target at all. Discarding. But yeah, Amon's character is also really interesting, like the core antagonist, because he's a really likable guy. Oh, I should have healed. Am I gonna die? I mean, ZZK isn't a bad option, so even if it's basic, it doesn't make it bad. And like, Tokyo Ghoul also is a basic option, like, don't get it twisted, it's just older. But yeah, I assume you've read all of ZZK? I'm waiting on the anime to come out just because I really like the animation. And if I read a manga, then I'm not gonna be looking forward to the anime as much. Okay, am I doing something wrong, or are there no healers? Okay, I'm just supposed to be going bang. There's no healers. Good moments, but the ending was horrible. That bad? I mean, I did hear a lot of hate on it, but I guess I've just heard more things about how good some fights are rather than the ending. Was it rust or something though? Because sometimes they rust things, which is pretty sad. I don't know, I just know that like there's a different continuation. I heard about like Maki and Yuta being alive somewhere. Like they're kids or something, or getting their own manga or something like that. Which is a spoiler, I shouldn't know, but Attack on Titan, you say? I personally liked the ending, and I'm somebody that read the manga before watching the anime. Like, especially the execution in the anime was great, but I never found anything wrong with it, to be fair. It's just that it wasn't a happy ending that people complained about. They were like, because obviously Eren is cool and all. Okay, this guy has stolen all of my XP and my SP, and he's still not satisfied. But yeah, Attack on Titan, I read the manga and then again, because I already knew what was happening, I didn't bother watching the seasons. But I did see the movies just to see the ending, and they did a really good job. I was surprised. Like, half expecting it, but surprised still, because it was really good. I don't even have enough to heal. But yeah, that's the reason why I'm not reading the JJK manga, because I know I will not watch the whole anime if I do that, and the animation is just too good to miss. Like, I was so hyped on season 2, and season 2 from what I've heard isn't like its peak. So it would be a shame to miss. I don't know if you saw the Chainsaw Man movie. I went to the cinema. Oh, you haven't? I got ahead of you there. Because I didn't see the message. But it is really good. Yep. I saw it like really on like the second day of it coming out. And I knew nothing about it prior. It's really good. I'm not gonna say anything else since you haven't seen it. But it's definitely worth a watch. The internet has been going crazy with it, so you should know. Oh, you've read the manga? Okay. Yeah, basically, okay. If you know what happens, then all I can comment on is the animation. For me, it reached JJK levels, which really hyped me up. They use a lot of color in the animated film, and I really appreciate that. I feel like it fits Chainsaw Man's vibe because it has this uniqueness to it. So I think they execute that really well. And the story itself, you know, it's already really good. That one soundtrack in the swimming pool. It stands out. Honestly, all of the soundtracks were really great. They did a good job with it. Like, they combined the scenes, they... Sorry, let me check the map. Yeah, they did a lot with it. Can I still break this? Where will I find it? But yeah, it's really cinematic, and you know, because obviously the plot is good, the story was great, but it also mattered how they executed in a movie. And they did that really well, like the way the scenes progress, the timing of everything, how they combined the soundtracks and all of the colors they used and everything. I was speechless from the beginning to end. Because, you know, there's like moments where it's just building up and you know that it's gonna be peak. And it just did. It was really nice. What's going on the map? I feel like I'm moving way too slow, but that's because of the boss fights. But yeah, are you... It should be out of the cinemas now, so are you just waiting on the online version? Gonna go that way? Okay then. I don't know, will it come out on like Crunchyroll or something? I haven't checked because, you know, this is what's it on the heater. Online it is. I mean, definitely faster. But you kind of also like missed the time slot, I believe, to watch it at a cinema, so now it is what it is. But yeah, even if you've read the manga, definitely worth a watch. Really cinematic, really amazing how they brought it to life. Not like the Tokyo Ghoul anime, not at all. I'm definitely not throwing shade. You're asking if I got paid? I'm an unpaid intern. What do you mean did I get paid? I don't have a way of income at the moment. I'm just grasping onto my savings. Oh yeah, but I did want to say something. Now that you mentioned money, I did end up buying 2 games on like the Black Friday sale. So like Steam, you know, always has those really appealing sales, and I kind of gave in. Not even kind of. I bought 2 games. So I bought Nier Automata because I've been meaning to play that forever. And I also bought Kingdom Hearts, which has been getting way too much hype for me not to play. Like I have no idea how it works. I know nothing about Kingdom Hearts and I've been meaning to learn. So I was thinking of streaming them, but I don't know what to start with. Sorry, I kind of went off topic. Why did you initially ask me if I got paid? Yeah, which one do you think I should start with though? That's my main concern. Because I was thinking of starting tomorrow. You know, Saturday till day. Definitely a day to start a game. You mean from my internship? You do get some government money, but that's like a while after, because it goes through a lot of paperwork after I'm finished with my internship, so I won't be touching that. I won't be near the money for a while. And it's also not gonna be like a lot of money, but it's just something. Until then though, I'm just existing, barely. But yeah, okay, now that I answered that, which will it be? Kingdom Hearts or Nier Automata? Which one first? Because I will do both. So like Kingdom Hearts has 1 and 2. It was like a combo, so obviously I'm gonna play both together. And then Nier would have to wait more. But Nier is a really long game regardless, so both will take a bit of time. You say Kingdom Hearts? Okay. Then Kingdom Hearts tomorrow it is. You know, as you're my most loyal / only viewer, I will be taking your opinion. Getting saved for no reason. You mean about me getting paid? Don't worry about it. It wasn't too personal, so like, it's really no big deal. I am an unpaid intern after all, suffering in this moneyless life. But it's fine, like, you know, it's just early 20s struggles. Everybody goes through them to some degree. I mean, not everybody, but you know. I feel like I'm gonna make a fool of myself with Kingdom Hearts though, like unironically, because I genuinely don't know anything about the game. Isn't it like originally for controller? I do have a controller. Does that mean I know how to use it perfectly? Kinda. I haven't played a controller game in a while. Oh, I missed some things. One way. Yeah, there's Donald Duck. I don't know the correlation, but it's like Disney related. So, you know, I'm not the biggest Disney fan, but it's not like I dislike them. I'm not tapped in. So it'll be a really weird experience, but I do really want to play the game. Okay, let's see his description. Not be targeted. So defeat others before defeating the main guy. Got it. Gonna be like a fever dream? I mean, that doesn't sound bad. Why not? I'll probably start like early tomorrow. Today I started late. It's gonna be like reliving childhood. Honestly, kinda need that. Should be fun. From what I've seen myself, it's like really nostalgic. It's gonna have that vibe anyway. But yeah, the story itself should be like really good regardless. Like, I don't really care if it's childish or not, but I think it's pretty solid from what I've heard. Thankfully I know no spoilers. Not thankfully, I know nothing about gameplay and the like as well. You know nothing about Kingdom Hearts as well. Yep. So you'll just see me struggling. I'm gonna use a controller if it's compatible, to make it more fun, because, you know, if I don't know how to use the controls, I'm gonna make a fool out of myself, and that's fine. Yeah, it should be entertaining. This boss is kind of tough. Oh. Yeah, it might take a while. I don't think the bosses are tough. I think my characters are just weak, actually. Okay, I should save the ult. Yeah, no. I hope this deals a lot of damage, at least. You can consider that a lot of damage. And exploring takes time. How you done exploration in this for like the event and stuff? It's way easier when the fights at least go by faster, but they don't. I'm not even sure I should be doing this. Yeah, I said I just haven't been low enough. Did you just feel like saying 6-7 in my chat? Why are we bringing brain rot? Bad vibes, bad vibes. How did 6-7 even become a thing? Because it's so spread out now, I don't even know. Or did you see it somewhere and you said 6-7? If it was out of nowhere, I'm banning you right this second. If you saw it somewhere, I'll let you slide this time, but... I'm gonna be adding stricter rules to the chat. Definitely saw it somewhere, huh? Okay. I will let it slide because I have no way of proving you wrong at the moment. At the moment. Someone's gotta heal. But yeah, how did it okay, that was a misclick. How did it start? Did somebody just start saying it and then everybody followed, or is there an actual origin? Because all I've seen is people say it. Nothing else. Yeah, things do get popular for no reason, but I was kind of curious if there was some sort of backstory to this. If it was just a random kid, then... well, that's boring. But I guess it being spread out as much as it did in itself makes it interesting. Maybe you can say that. It was a basketball game and he was saying the score. Okay, that is some sort of context. I mean... no, you know what? That is perfectly fine context because people just blow things out of proportion and then they just become popular like that. But hey, if it was from a basketball game, I'll kind of let it slide a bit more, like just a tiny bit. What happened? Hey, nothing beats Nyankat, okay? Nothing. 6-7 is a downgrade, if you see it like that, but nothing beats the original memes, so there's no need to even compare. Because it's an unfair comparison. Obviously, you know, you won't see 6-7 having or doing what Nyankat did to the internet. Also, that's like a really old meme and like generational. It's not just memes or I don't know. You gotta place them in completely different categories of affecting the youth. Because Nyankat was a technological advancement. It was the meme at its time. Was it as old as 2015? It kind of felt like it was a little bit older because now I'm curious to see where it originated. Wait, let me put this on ultimate. Now the original is from 2011. Obviously, it did get spammed a lot on places like Roblox. Like, I was young when it came out. Both were, but they just kept it for a really long time because nothing touched the internet in a meme sense the way Nyankat did back in its day. Like, it held its spot at the top for years. And I'm saying this as someone that didn't even interact with Nyankat at all in any context. I'm just aware of its influence and existence, you know? Like, it's old, it's really old. It was back when the internet was full of those like colorful, really bright RGB colors. And everything was like it was out of a fever dream. I mean, especially with so just click the button. Simple. Yeah, so like especially with like after short form content like TikTok, where you have videos under a minute and stuff like that, there were a lot of memes that started coming out and it's just too many to keep track of. They all die really quick. You were watching Smoss. I wasn't watching them, but I do know about them. I watch like barely any videos, but I know. I was on the Vine side. Wasabi Productions? I see. I was like on the very standard, like PewDiePie, Markiplier. I wasn't doing anything crazy with what I was watching. Besides, like, you know, the thing we had in the past was Vine compilations. But those, they still couldn't be spammed the way they are today. Like, there was a bigger limit to them, so Even if it's short form, it was kind of different. Yeah, Vine compilations were going crazy. It was like the original. It's what started everything with TikTok and Reels and stuff. Everybody seems to forget about them. But they're part of our culture. But yeah, like after a while, the internet just became larger, so there was just more content to get to. So everything died down faster. A year is even an overstatement at this rate. I feel like we change between memes every 3 months or something. I swear there's always a new trend going on. But yeah, like in the past, it was also more common to be watching YouTubers just play games or do whatever, you know. A lot of Happy Wheels. Remind me what that is? Oh, I know what that is. It's that game, right? That PewDiePie played a lot with the... Yeah, it's that one. Every YouTuber played that game like crazy. It was rage baiting everyone. Man, you remembering that name even... Oof, it's so old. But yeah, it was kind of like defining YouTube for a while. And you know, people would make like 10-minute, 20-minute videos of these and we would just watch them. But now, a minute feels like a long time. The attention span has been destroyed. But shout out the original YouTubers. Okay, after... How long has it been? After an hour of playing, I finished with the first quest. I have so much to get to. You missed the old era? Do I miss the old era? I have 15k, I can show you. Oh, well, I was opening tests and stuff, so now it's at 16.5k. And I also have 9 tickets. Which is great, you know? Yeah, I mean, I haven't pulled for the weapons in a while. Oh, and also, okay. This is gonna be really funny. 100k, 100. Maybe. I will pull for Sumer. Okay, we'll see. But yeah, what I was gonna say. So you know how Mari had a rerun? And you know how I didn't get her the first time and then I pulled again and I didn't get her again. So I had lost 2 50/50s on her. And then I went for Mesa. Yeah, so, you know, I got Mesa and then I still had, you know, Maria's banner was still up. So I decided to pull on that banner again. The 8081, because the targeted one didn't exist. And let's just say I lost again. And you know what the craziest part is? So like, this is my third 50/50 I've lost. And do you know, the funniest thing is, I've lost to the same unit all 3 times. Do you want to know who that unit is? It's Ryuji. I've lost 3 times to Ryuji. This guy, I'm Ryuji cursed. A2 Ryuji. And it hasn't even been long since the game came out and I'm Ryuji cursed. I might just have to stick to the 110 banner, which is the same. Like, you know, but I did end up like getting Futaba after that on the 80, because I was guaranteed regardless, so like why go for the 110, you know? But yeah, I do kind of regret wasting my Metajoules now, and I will be sticking to the 110. I will. I promise. My gambling will be on the weapon banner now. It was very sad though. Like, do you understand what it is to lose the same unit that you've been wanting more out of any other character 3 times to the same unit that you are not going to use because now you have Mesa, who is a better physical, I think, right? Like, do you... The struggle is real, is all I have to say. I will be sticking to my non-risky methods though. It's the same. It's really the same. I thought I could gamble a little, but the game don't want me. Thankfully, yeah, P5X is generous. I cannot be upset about that. Like, they give a lot of rewards. And when, like, the standard banner characters come out on the standard banner, it will be a large help. Because, you know, like, just having this many tickets, like 320? It's a lot. It's like a lot. And like the amount of Metajoules they give as well. They're generous with rewards even when you don't explore, and if you add exploration on top. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. It's a lot. It's a lot of tickets. They are generous. It's definitely one of the most generous gacha games. Yeah, I did hear that as well. They are nominated. And people have been questioning how, because it got all the bad reviews and stuff. I'm pretty sure it's running against Uma Musume though. I don't think it's gonna beat, because I don't personally understand it. Like, I'm a full-on Persona fan, but Uma Musume had a really large impact on the gacha community. But yeah, it was nice to see that they even got nominated. Yeah, just because it won't win doesn't mean it's not nice to see it. Like, Persona be getting up there. Even in the gacha realm. If it did win, we would get like a lot of stuff. I imagine like they would be really generous with the rewards they give. Like, compared to any other gacha winning and the rewards that they give, We are getting fed well. But yeah, maybe, I don't know, is this like a yearly thing? Is it only for games that started this year? Or is there like a sense for next year and stuff? Can't tell how the game will go in the long run, but I'd like to keep my hopes up. Is he even taking any damage? Oh no. Might not be able to do this. Oh, they're kind of screwing me out, aren't they? Okay. Okay, we're not doing this. I hope it's not necessary for the missions. Stats too low, I cannot win. There's no way that alone is a tick, right? I can still clear out everything. Yeah. Right? Defeat a treasure demon. Yeah, that's not what that guy was. So we will be dodging for next time. CC, go next. But yeah, I mean, P5X is moving kind of slow. It's also the reason why I end up doing everything last moment, because we're not really bombarded with content. And I won't say I have complaints with that, but I can tell how, like, the game is slowing down. And to be, you know, a player that has enough time to spare in the week, there's just not too many things to keep you invested for like a long time, because I've seen people complain about that. Yeah, like, the reason why I've been meaning to play it is because it has really, really good reviews. Like it says, people love its characters, the plot. They say the plot is really smart, even though it might be like... I don't know how it is in terms of like censorship, and maybe it has too much blood, like no blood said, or how they go about it, because it's still like children play it, as far as I'm aware. But people say it's an amazing game, so there's definitely a reason. So yeah, we will see what is up with it tomorrow. I don't know, I would like to play for a long time tomorrow. Based on how my day goes, I'd like to start early and play for long hours. But But yeah, my plan has been, because I haven't been streaming enough and November wasn't really a good month for me, so I had to take a break. But yeah, I've been thinking of doing something like, which I will hopefully keep on the weekly, like one Persona stream and then continuing with Kingdom Hearts or like any other game for the weekend. And yeah, hopefully I keep that because I haven't been keeping a stable schedule, but I really want to. Can you also check how many, the playtime, like how many hours it's gonna take? Because I assume it's gonna be long. It shouldn't be incredibly long, but there's also 2 and stuff. Just since you checked out the IMDb. If you're doing something else, that's cool, don't worry. I'll just check once I'm in a fight. One and 2 is 60 hours. Okay. So like, calm little Persona run. Yeah, that's not bad at all, really. Sounds great, to be honest. We will be playing. That means if I grind properly, should be done by the end of the month, maybe? Or, well, depends. We'll see how that goes. But I will stream the whole thing. Nier only has 20 hours, really? Are you sure? Because there's like... Maybe it is just a small game, I don't know. Oh yeah, so 20 to 25 hours, what you're checking out, is only one ending. However, the full story takes 35 to 40, so like a single ending, this is kind of like a spoiler that I know of, but getting one ending isn't the actual ending, so it's kind of like people that ended there aren't playing the game properly, because you're not meant to stop at ending 1. There's like a series of them. If I know properly, but yeah. To see the full story takes 35 to 40 hours. But like, I do want to see the full story. Because as far as I'm aware, like one ending doesn't make up the whole thing. Yeah, there's routes A, B, C, D, E. I mean, I'm not fun. I don't have to do all the side quests, but I do want to reach all the endings. So we will be grinding. Can I just attack this thing? No. Okay. But yeah, about Nier, I've seen there's also an anime that came out, and I did watch it when it was releasing. So I know a little about it, but the anime doesn't give you a lot or enough, really. It's more like an introduction, but it makes for an interesting introduction. So I have a better grasp of what is going on in here compared to Kingdom Hearts. Damn, that was quick. Huh? So yeah, like, it's better to get Kingdom Hearts out of the way first, so I can make a fool out of myself with the controls and stuff that I don't know. And then Nier will be, like, easy peasy in comparison. Hopefully, anyway. Am I done with this floor? No, sir. You say 2025 went by fast for you. That should mean you had a lot of fun, doesn't it? Time moves quick when you are having fun. I mean, it's kind of... To me, it always feels like when it reaches the end of the year, it feels like time moves quick, but then if I really think about it... What tickets? Can I unlock anything? Oh no. Am I locked? Am I trapped? What is happening? I'm pretty sure I've collected everything though. College has been very repetitive, like attend a few days and then exams. I mean, yeah, that is also part of it. If you have an overly repetitive schedule, that also goes by fast because there's nothing new happening. So I hear that as well. I would say my routine has also been quite repetitive, and you could say that makes time look like it went by too fast, like you don't have a lot to look back on. But I don't know, for me, like, if I really sit down and think about it, I never consider time moved too quick or slow for me. Or rather, it would lean more towards slow than quick. Like, I get why people feel like time has been moving fast, but I just... kind of like whatever. Because, you know, a routine, sure, can be repetitive, but at the end of the day, are you doing anything that will put you out of it? Like, that you will enjoy for yourself? To make days stand out a little bit, you know? And I would say that I did do things this year, and, you know, I have things to look back on that showed me, oh, you know, time flowed pretty regular, actually. I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm afraid this will not be enough for this boss. Are there any special details I need to remember? Affects famine. Inflicts despair. And I don't have anyone that removes debuffs. Okay, let's just see how that goes. Maybe I'll just get to kill him before he inflicts whatever that thing does to us. Maybe I was scared of it too much. Oh, did you think about it a bit more? Don't see it that fast now. Yeah, like... it's the last month of the year, so everything that came before it is bound to feel like it went by quick, but... you know... in a whole year, you probably have moments where... you know, are more memorable, and you can say like, okay, yeah, no, that time it was actually pretty cool, you know? It's always easier to consider things to have gone by quick when it's past, but you know, if you think about it, it's not always true. Time is an illusion, or whatever they say. Yeah, there's like moments where for my year, like 2025, there's definitely times where I had a lot of fun and I remember those vividly. But then there's also times where like life wasn't that easy and I struggled, and you know, time was moving slow because I wasn't going through happiness all the time, and I wasn't going through sadness all the time either. Like, I just have things to look back on, and it's pretty cool. Like, a proper look into the whole year is important. Or at least I try to make it important for myself. Kinda helps. Okay, now I can go lower, even though I don't have tickets. Kinda need to heal. High key. Oh, you say your sister got married? That's so sweet. How old is your sister? If you want to say. I assume she's old enough to make a decision to get married. See, that is a big life event. And also, being your sibling, it must change, like, a lot about your lifestyle as well. I don't know if you lived together before that. Oh, so early on in the year. Well, that's pretty neat. But yeah, like, especially if you lived in the same house before. It was you, your mom, and your sis. Yeah, so like, that's a complete change in your routine, because now one member, you know, she lives in a completely different house, and your routine that you used to have with her is completely different. So now, you know, you're getting readjusted to the new situation. That takes time. But yeah, I hope they're happy together. Marriage is a good thing. Even if, you know, for the parents especially, but you were also a member. So like, losing a child moving out of their house, it's a complete change in routine. I've seen it with like my friends' parents, when my friends left like the city for college or university. You know, like, it changes everything. You say she complains about him. You know, marriage is complicated, and complaints aren't always bad. It depends on the gravity, you know, like, if it's something serious, then that is something to be concerned about. But if it's just small things, you know, that's part of every day as well. It depends, like, you also have your own perception of the situation. Do you believe for yourself that, like, they get along well enough, they've been together long enough, you know? Because complaints can range from something really simple to something really complex. So it's not necessarily good or bad. But yeah, that also doesn't mean that everyone that gets married makes the right decision. Divorce rates are pretty high, but I don't want to be negative about your situation with like your sister. Obviously, wish the best, and I don't wish for anything bad to couples that get married, because it's a really sad situation to be trapped in. But you know, it takes a lot of judgment to make such a big decision like marriage. Okay, is there like a button somewhere that I cannot find? Did I miss it? Maybe I'm blind. Or maybe it's in a completely different place. Okay, well, I'm level 19, so I can go back here. Right. Yeah, so small complaints aren't like something to be concerned about. It might just be your sister's way of bonding with your mom even now after she's gone from the house, you know? Like it's something to talk about. And you know, again, people getting married sounds like there would be complaints regardless, so that is what it is. As long as it's nothing serious. I don't have any siblings, I'm an only child, so my whole lifestyle is a lot more independent, you could say. And my routine and stuff. They're not really binded by my family in that sense. But I really appreciate sibling relationships and the such. I am also close with my family, right? Just I don't have siblings. I treat my cousins like my siblings. Yeah, cousins are fun. I only have younger ones. With like an age difference. But yeah, like I said, I treat them like my siblings, and they also play video games, so whenever we get together, we're always playing something. But yeah, I have two boy cousins, and they were showing me Elden Ring. I did try to put them on Persona, but here's the thing. Okay, funny story. So they're a lot younger than me, right? And so it's two of them, and so the younger one, he was like really young here. So like the story is from years back when I was first playing Persona 3 on like a PSP, and he was like 7 years old, maybe. No, he was maximum 8 years old. So we were on vacation, and you know, it was like just chilling time, so everybody was doing their own thing, and I was on my PSP, and as all young siblings / cousins will do, is like, what are you doing there? You know, they want to join in on whatever you're doing. So he was asking me questions about the game, and I was playing Persona 3, and I was battling in the tower, and I tell him, I say, I'm fighting demons. And so using the wording I'm fighting demons to describe that the enemies he sees are personas was a bit too explicit for an 8-year-old. And so he started getting scared, and then he got traumatized. So I've been trying to get them to play Persona, but I kind of traumatized my younger cousin into not wanting to play Persona because he started thinking of demons and he was like so scared. Like, I was also really young at the time, so I didn't know it would bother him, and I did feel really bad afterwards. But because I noticed, he was completely spooked out, like, unironically. Yeah, I know, it's sad. But yeah, after that, I kind of just didn't ever suggest it again because I felt really bad. But yeah, that's the story of why I have not played Persona with my cousins, even though they know I like the game. Poor kid. He's fine now though, like, right now he plays horror games and he doesn't want to play Persona because it traumatized him in the past. And now he plays worse things. I don't like horror games, for the record, like, I see what he's playing and I'm like, first of all, that is not for your age. Second of all, what do you even find in these games? And you were bothered by my demons? But no, like, at the time, he was too young. And, like, the old Persona 3... I mean, Persona 3 right now, too. It doesn't censor blood, either. So, it's not really kid-friendly game, you would say. Where am I going? And yeah, like... And then there's my older cousin. Still younger than me, but the older one. He's more into video games like Elden Ring, God of War. So stuff like Persona doesn't fly with him, unfortunately. Yeah, the evoker thing is also not something kids should be seeing, and then, you know, like exploring Tartarus, there's blood on the floor everywhere. There's not really a way to censor that. Or anything in the game, for the record. Imagine if you saw Happy Wheels. I mean, I think Happy Wheels is a thing that... Nah, you know, you're right. At the time that he saw my Persona demons, he would have been traumatized by that as well. But now it's a game that, you know, he's at an age where he would play it himself and be goofing around with. Blood would not survive 20... What age is that? 2015? PewDiePie? Is it younger or older than that? Should be around 2015, no? $2013. Makes sense. Makes sense. Second grade, what's in PewDiePie is crazy. I mean, I started around 4th grade, not 2nd. On 2nd grade, all I knew on my computer was like some dumb online games. You know, like Slitherio, Those really weird small mini games that you play on your own. And then Farmville. Some stupid stuff like that. I wasn't even tuned into YouTube at the time. But yeah, after 4th grade, it was just the downhill of YouTube content. The way I learned English, because English is my first language, and the only reason I learned English so easily is because of YouTube. I was watching those videos like my life depended on it. Since 6 years old. But Ben 10 animation sounds like something I would watch as well, though. That's valid. I mean, I did get my first PC at around 6, 7, like 6, 7 years old. But yeah, I was stuck on those silly online games for a while. I was watching Power Rangers. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. They got me. There was one right there. Oh wow. Hey, you didn't hear me say that, okay? I was just describing my youth. Yeah, my cousins do say that. Everybody does, come on. You think teenage boys won't be saying that? Okay. The winds are too strong. Dun, 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 dun. The brain rot has gone too far. The Saw online game? I never tapped into that. I just remember people talking about it and like how traumatizing it was. SpongeBob Saw, Slenderman Saw. That's exactly okay. I haven't seen them. But how old were you when you saw them? That's a good question. Cause you know, early age internet access. I know everybody that saw those things was too young to be seeing them. Oh no, strong winds again. I was a scaredy cat. I wasn't going near that. scary content at all. I still am. I still won't go out of my way to see anything like that. I just heard it from people that did, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep my eyes safe and my brain calm and be at peace. An operation game? What was it called, do you know? Operation is kind of too general a term for me to understand. You know, the most typical co-op game. But I guess you cannot call it online, like multiplayer, because it's on the same keyboard, but you know, Fireboy and Water Girl. Very typical, but the puzzle solving, everyone had to do it. It's a canon event. It's a canon event to play that game. Okay, where have I not been? Is the operation game Angry Birds? Did you really label Angry Birds an operation game? I mean, you can, but why would you not say Angry Birds? I used to play that with my mom a lot. My mom loved that game. Okay, okay. But yeah, Angry Birds is a very valid title to mention. At this rate, there might be a game about what you're talking about. Operating on Angry Birds. There just might be a game like that in this day and age. But yeah, I see. So operation, you mean like surgery and stuff? I played one, but very briefly. My favorite ones were the ones where you... Yeah, I see. My favorite ones were like Papa's Pizzeria and the food ones where you could make like milkshakes and pizza and whatever else there was, tacos. Yeah, they're the OGs. Honestly, there were a lot of online games. It made for a good childhood, in my opinion, but it was also a lot of internet access. At least for me. I wasn't very monitored when I was a kid. Is there a way to... Oh, they're interchanging? Okay. Sneaky sneak. Are they or are they not? Okay, they are. But yeah. You never understood half the things PewDiePie said back then, like curse words. Trust me neither. Like, there were a lot of things I didn't get. Especially if they were making like references or something niche that, you know, in this day and age I would get, but back then it's not like I would have a way of knowing where that came from. Curse words, like, some are just too popular not to know. Some you just start using because you've heard them on those videos. But yeah, there is no way a kid would know the meaning of every curse word. It was just still appealing to us, I guess. Like, it's like watching an anime now compared to like 10 years ago. You would just not pay the same amount of attention. You know different things, so... I know you spoke about curse words specifically, but I'm going more general, like, could be with anything. How big is this place? Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some water. And I'm back. Are we done with this area? No, we're not. But yeah, it all started with those silly online games, and then somehow somehow, with my classmates' influence, I landed on League of Legends, which is a very traumatic experience for any kid to go through. Not my proudest moments. I did quit pretty early on, but it was still not my proudest moment. Yeah, the League of Legends pipeline needs to be studied. There's something wrong with people. I am so proud of you for not having that slow. Like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Guess I gotta go down. Because of the memes you saw? You mean people making fun of League of Legends and the players, or? There are a lot, so I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, League is just not it. In plain terms, it's just not it. Very bad environments. Oh, the map. Oh, the map is mapping. Yeah, it was just a thing I had to get into because of my classmates and friends. You know, how would a 12-year-old kid know better? But if you're older and no one has been a terrible influence to you, then you dodged the bullet. But no, I only mentioned it because it was my introduction into other video games, like online video games. But hey, games like Persona, I started from... Oh, I'm being chased. Very failed attempt at chasing me. Like Persona, I started because of a YouTuber, so they played it. And I spoiled myself, and I thought, hey, now I want to play the game myself. We only mainly used to play Roblox. I never got into Roblox to like a large extent. But it did have a really high peak, and a lot of people played it. So you started playing other games only from 2020. That's not too long ago, like, in comparison, you know? You're kinda new to the video game scene outside of Roblox. That's interesting. But no, like, Roblox is pretty valid because it has a lot of categories. It really covers a very wide gap of games. Oh, so you stopped. Yeah, that's fair. Like, it's a good introduction. As long as you don't deal with weird people. I don't have Roblox, but, you know, I have Minecraft. Oh, you gotta play Season 5! Oh, perfect! Amazing! That is the best reason to stop playing Roblox. Actually, getting a console. What were your other first games that you had on the PlayStation? Oh wait, you got it during the quarantine? Like where there was a big like crisis with the PlayStations and nobody had them? So you were like one of the lucky ones? That's crazy. Miles Morales was the first. Damn, okay. You must have liked it if you stuck around for the rest, right? Yeah, it is nice. But like, if you've seen the movies, I guess. It's more something that might pique your interest. I don't know. It is nice. It's just nice. See, if we go consoles, I was on the PlayStation 2. Slowly got into, Red Dead Redemption 2, Last of Us, Cyberpunk, and then Persona. Weird pipeline before like going from Cyberpunk to Persona, but the rest is like the regular type of game replacement that you would see. And it's nice that you added Persona in there. But yeah, those are all like really nice titles. Okay. I said I had my computer, like my first PC from when I was 6, 7. And yes, I said it again. Sue me. It's my stream. But I did before that have a PlayStation 2 because my parents played a lot and my very first game was Tekken. So they had weird games like we had FIFA, Tekken, games they wouldn't let me play, but they had was like Halo, there was like an Uncharted game, but I never played those because they wouldn't let me. I was playing like, there was a Ben 10 game that I really loved on the PlayStation 2, I remember. My parents are like OG gamers, they don't game anymore. Mostly because they don't have time. But they used to play games, yeah. So they are the ones that put me into gaming, if you consider... I don't exactly consider PlayStation to be my place of origin. But like, that is where I started, playing Tekken with my parents. Yeah, no, it's a really fun flex to have on people. Like, my mom used to be a serious gamer, she would be playing all the Uncharted games and the Halo games. And I don't know, whatever else was big on the time. You know, those retro games where you play with a joystick and whatever. But yeah, like, I will be playing like something like Persona or Genshin or whatever. My mom will step into my room and she'll be like, "What is that? Can I play?" She's actually really wanted to start Genshin. And then when I was playing Persona 4, she also really wanted to play it. But I haven't had the time to put her on. Like, it's kind of a work in progress for now. Yeah, Pac-Man is a bit too OG, like it's a bit too far back. More like, but that too. And whatever else is like a PlayStation 1 game, I guess. Bum, bum, bum. I didn't even check what I need here. White Rider. So there are just buffs and debuffs. Okay, just gotta defeat everyone again. But yeah. There was a Ben 10 game I loved on the PlayStation, and I actually get so nostalgic about that game because it looked so cool back then with the graphics and everything. But other than that, there were very few games on the PlayStation that I played that I tried back in. You say play together on Christmas. I mean, it won't just be us two. It will probably be like the whole family function, cousins, whatever. But if I get the time, for sure. I'm kind of scared of putting her on something like Genshin or Persona though, because they're story-based games and it's kind of tricky. But I will try. Does she like horror? She does, but I don't. So, what were you gonna suggest? We've played The Last of Us together. Like, I used to have a PlayStation 2. That one got sold or whatever. I was too young to remember. And then we played Last of Us. That's like the closest thing to horror. Resident Evil. Yeah, see, so C would be fine with it, but I wouldn't. Like, that's not a game that I would play because I'm not a big fan of horror. I know that C would want to play it though. Like, she's fine with games like Uncharted. So I think Resident Evil would be up her alley, but not mine. So it's not a team activity then. And I also don't have them, unfortunately. But yeah, I think I'll just put her on Persona, cause why not? You say Kingdom Hearts? Really? I mean, it's not a bad choice. It is like kind of a family game. It's not a bad choice at all, actually. Would she like it? I mean, I don't know. I don't know, actually. She does like Disney, but not like the biggest fan. You know, when it comes to video games, it's more like the action type and something happening. You need to be on your feet. I don't know how much of that Kingdom Hearts would be able to help with, but it's worth a shot. But my stream comes first because I need to finish the game before I can... Because I know she's not gonna play the whole thing if we do play the game. Like, not immediately at least, maybe without me. It's taking a while. Like all the fights. Damn. Am I cooked? Hopefully not. Listen, that is a dark side of my history. League of Legends is only there because of ignorance. I was way too young to know what I was getting myself into. It was just a game back then. It was just a game that nobody knew. Like, I cannot even label it as a major turning point. Because I had played games before that and after it. But League of Legends is what put me into the online scene in a sense. In a very wide sense. Very, very wide. Oh no. My characters cannot attack. Crazy how that worked. And crazy how they are doing no damage. Can they like stop despairing? Oh no. Oh no. You know, my mom has actually played League of Legends. Only once, because of me. But you know what? I'm not gonna bring it up again. We're not talking about this. We're not. Discussion over. Discussion over. How did you like Cyberpunk? I've seen so much about the graphics and how the story is good, but how it's a really long game. Yeah, it's getting very deep into the stream. So, how was Cyberpunk? Oh, he died. Oh, I'm hooked. Okay. Okay, what else can I do? I guess there might be potions for that. Which I don't have. You say it made you think about society. Like the way it's structured and stuff? We live in a society type shit. I mean, that makes sense. It seems like a topic they would really tackle. I have seen the anime for the record, but know nothing about the game. Oh, I might just have to leave these. Go do the capsules. Break. But yeah, even on the anime, they showed about how the cyberpunk society is. Yeah, it was really sad. David Martinez. It was really, really sad. But really great too. Okay, Copy B's costume party. Is that like capybara? What are those? I assume it's these ones? Draw 5. Beast bots, Genesis, Neon Evangelion? What? But yeah, I owned Cyberpunk like over a year ago, and I remember how classy it was, and because I also kind of binge watched it, it felt like a fever dream. Like it felt unreal, like kind of like I was dreaming or something. You don't get the hate for Last of Us 2. I don't know, because it seemed great for me as well. I don't know, maybe people were expecting it to go different. But realistically, it made sense about the way the story developed and the golden ring. What even is that? Edge Runners was a fever dream, it only had 20 episodes. Yeah. And they are in your face, like one thing happening after the other. What? But no, I also had a lot of good critics for The Last of Us, and that's what I'm keeping. So whoever's hating, I don't approve. Who is C? We've never seen her before. Don't worry, I'm not here to mock you or anything. I'm a cat rescuer. Once again, Neko gets out-Neko'd by a nifty Neko. What? Neko, what now? Oh, sorry for the confusion. My name is Neko. What? Why is everybody cat? And yes, Neko also means cat in Japanese. It's cat, not car. Not car. Who names Neko Takahashi? Why are you Neko? She's a Neko rescuer called Neko, working mainly around Kichijoji, aka Neko. The box-loving rascal was the insert calico I've been looking for. You're the one who sent that text? Car. Oh, you actually read that? Then we're up to speed. So the cat's out of the bag, the Neko. Yes, well and truly, missed my chance by a whisker. That one's pretty cautious. I'm surprised you managed to get that close. You might be a Neko whisperer of sorts. Feel free to say no, but would you like to help me find that Neko? I don't know, I keep saying Neko. I'm gonna stop. I've actually been trying to recruit more rescuers. Judging by that scent, there's no way you can tell me you don't like cats. So, what's your name anyway? Kamishiro. It's pretty late, so you'll see me next stream. Alright, I hope I see you tomorrow for Kingdom Hearts. Till then, take care, have a good night. Thank you for joining me. And yeah, take care. But she seems trustworthy enough. Anyway, so just follow her. Ramps, I'm back. Oh, it appears our angel has graced us with her presence. You've got another name? Oh, this is what Gramps likes to call me. Angel, who's that boy with you? This is my new friend. He said he'd like to help us with our rescues. Ah, music to my ears. Okay. Now we're just looking to bolster our numbers, and now we're an army of 3. By the great cause of the cosmos, the great feelings have not abandoned us. I pledge my eternal gratitude to thee. When one sings of the praises of the great keepers of 9 lives, the divine pause at beckon good fortune. What the hell? What the hell is going on? May the divine paw be with you now and forever. Now and forever? Let's just say he's a little strange, but totally harmless. He loves cats so much, he practically worships them. The feline is a spectacular form of life. Majestic, flawless, elegant. Cats are gods. We must worship the ground they prowl. Are you getting me? He's just a cat dude. That's all it is. He's just a cat dude. No shame in admitting that. So, I take it he's allowed to join in on our rescue efforts? Of course, Angel. Great. Now that the introductions are out of the way, do you have any questions? Why do you like cats so much? Well, my name is Neko, right? Maybe it was fate. I have always liked cats, you see. Gramps insists that I must have been a cat in a previous life. Do you remember anything? Why would she? How would she remember anything? Well, if you ask me, I think he was just saying that. Trust me, I just positively know these things. When we first met, you were so timid. Just like a real cat, I thought, and there's no denying your namesake. He really believes what comes out of his mouth. It's a pretty name. Thanks, I know you mean it in the best way possible. Gramps and I aren't like other people, so it's hard to get people to join. Yeah, creepy old dude, back alley. The greatest paw of fate has graced us with an ally. Here's to many blessed days. Okay. Come here, kiddo. I want you to have this. Consider it a token of our gratitude. Oh my god. He handed me a bag. It's just a little something for my antique shop. The strange power is concealed within it, but I have no need for it myself. You're willing to part with it? Don't worry your little head, your allegiance to our cause is far more invaluable. It seemed like he knew what it was, but it's just something. Face it, you're sketchy. Whoa, so you think so too? I'm just speaking the words straight from my heart. Grumps, I think I think some things are best kept to yourself. I don't know why I stumbled so much on that. Oh, would you look at the time? Angel, I'll leave you two kiddos to it. Oh, you're heading back to the antique shop for work? Got it. Okay, come with me. There are a few more things you need to know. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Why is this quest so long? The long and short of it is, yes, you'll be involved in rescues, but we'll be starting small and slow. Just be gentle to any strays you come across and let me know where you spot them. So I don't need to cut them? You're not ready for that yet. When you are, I'll be sure to invite you for some field experience. Strays tend to be pretty anxious, so it's important that you're relaxed and approachable. Well, that's everything. We can move at your pace. Oh, and mind exchanging contact info? That way you can let me know when you spot one. I exchange contact details with Neko. Alright, toodles. Godspeed. As Gramps would say, may the divine paw be with you now and forever. Divine paw, now and forever. What does that even mean? The old man even gave me a gift. Looks like it's too late to bail now. Ah, it's that cat girl. Hey mister, are you her friend? Suram. She really is a cat lover through and through. The other day I saw her meowing back at a cat like she was talking to it. Okay. Does that mean she can speak cat? Probably not. I wish I could understand my dog. Can you imagine the conversations my Tara and I would have? And with that, the girl waved goodbye and left. Naiko Takahashi, you really are one peculiar girl. We're keeping the puns, I guess. Too many puns. Okay. I'm gonna do this tomorrow. I'm just gonna do my dailies. It did get late. Been streaming for 2 hours and 30. Okay. To be fair, I won't be able to finish my dailies even if I start, huh? Oh, I can do them. Fuse a persona. Can I make any of these? Do these? The answer is no. Okay. None of these. Oh well, I'll just fuse a random one. Come, Byakko. I don't even have enough for Byakko. Come on. All right. I do have a couple of quests. Might do them tomorrow or something. I don't know. Let's just do these. Ikebukuro. Let me pull up the guide. Wait, I didn't read these. Oh no. What did it say? Oh, I came here with my hobby when I was younger, but he was dozing off before I even knew it. I can't believe it's been so long since I was last here. Though I'm sure you'd rather be here with someone closer to your own age, right, Nagisa-san? Chan, whatever. Let's see. Would your husband get jealous? That's a crazy thing to say. It's scoping potential date spots seems more a choice I would go for, but we need the points. We need the points. Don't worry, my hobby isn't nearly that small-minded. Besides, a pinch of jealousy can be the trick to keeping a marriage from growing stale. You're a crazy woman. Although I have a feeling that teens would rather hang out somewhere more fun than a planetarium. Isn't it boring? You know, unless you're really into the stars or something. Stars are pretty cool though. Huh? I didn't expect that. Then how about you tell me all about them? Oh, that's right. I have something Tomiyama might like. Do I? Oh, that is a lot. I'm gonna give it. No way, that's for me. Blah blah blah. She always says the same thing. Kinda hurt to give that perfume though, but that was a lot of points. Tomiyama and I went to the planetarium. It was way more fun than I thought. Bum, ba-dum. Let's just have a big soak. Bum, ba-dum. Today is a medicinal bath day. The warm water smells amazing. I don't want to leave. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and with that, the dailies are done. My Phantom Thieves need to be upgraded. No way around it. Oh, I can upgrade her. Let's go. Okay.
今のうちに青春を謳歌しておきなさいよ。
I'll just be collecting rewards and hopping off for the night.
次は
さて、仕事の時間か?
Never touch Tycoon. That is also something I'll do tomorrow, probably. Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. All right. That's about it for tonight. So, Kingdom Hearts tomorrow. That will be really fun. I'm excited to see how that goes. But yeah. It won't be long before I get back on stream, so take care for now.